Two universes should never touch. But today, the walls broke. The Avengers fell to first, a pressure-crushing New York before anything appeared. Thor's hammer trembled. Hulk dropped to his knees without understanding why. Tony's sensors screamed numbers that shouldn't exist. Then the sky ripped open. Goku stepped through smiling. Behind him, Vegeta, arms crossed, already bored. Frieza floated silently, scanning for the strongest. And Beerus yawned, wondering if this universe had decent food. No portal, no warning, just warriors from a reality where galaxies die during warm-ups. Steve Rogers raised his shield. Vegeta laughed. That's your strongest. Thor's eyes glowed. You'll regret those words. Goku cracked his neck. Finally, someone who looks fun. Power levels became meaningless. Science faced instinct. Gods met god killers. Dragon Ball versus Marvel. One universe survives. Both refuse to lose. Two universes should never touch. The laws of existence forbid it. Reality itself builds walls between dimensions, keeping each world separate, stable, safe. But walls can crack, and when they do, everything bleeds together. It started with a whisper. Tony Stark noticed it first. His sensors detected energy readings that shouldn't exist. Numbers that broke every law of physics he understood. Somewhere in deep space, something was pushing against the fabric of reality. Friday, run that scan again, Tony said, staring at the holographic display. I've run it 17 times, sir. The readings are consistent. Something is coming. Thor felt it next. In Asgard's ruins, the Bifrost flickered without command. Colors that didn't belong swirled through the rainbow bridge. The god of thunder gripped Stormbreaker, sensing power beyond anything he had faced before. Doctor Strange sat in the sanctum, hands trembling. The eye of Agamotto glowed without his command. Time itself was bending, not forward or backward, but sideways, into something else. This is wrong, Strange whispered. This is very wrong. Across dimensions, in a universe built on battle and endless evolution. Goku stopped mid-training. His eyes opened slowly, sensing something he couldn't explain. Not a threat, exactly. Something different. Something that made his blood sing with excitement. Vegeta, Goku said quietly. Do you feel that? Vegeta stood motionless, arms crossed, staring at the sky. His jaw tightened. Power, he said. Different power. Not key. Something else entirely. The walls between universes cracked, and two worlds began bleeding into each other. New York City had seen alien invasions before, but nothing like this. The sky didn't darken. It shattered. Literally, pieces of blue atmosphere fell like broken glass, revealing swirling colors beneath. People screamed and ran, though running meant nothing when reality itself was breaking. The Avengers assembled within minutes. Iron Man arrived first, armor gleaming, every weapon system online. Captain America followed, shield raised, eyes scanning for threats. Thor descended from storm clouds, lightning crackling around him. Hulk landed with enough force to crack the street. Black Widow and Hawkeye took positions on nearby rooftops. Doctor Strange floated above them, hands weaving protective spells. Wanda Maximoff hovered beside him, eyes already glowing red. What are we dealing with? Steve asked. Strange shook his head. I don't know. These readings don't match anything in our dimension. The portal stabilized. Four figures stepped through. Goku came first. Orange GI, spiky black hair, easy smile. He looked around with genuine curiosity, like a tourist visiting a new city. Behind him, Vegeta walked with cold confidence, blue armor gleaming, eyes already measuring every potential opponent. Piccolo followed, green skin and cape marking him as clearly non-human. Gohan brought up the rear, younger, but radiating controlled power. For a moment, both sides simply stared. Tony's scanners went crazy. Numbers flickered wildly, unable to process what they detected. Guys, my systems are reading power levels that shouldn't be possible. Thor stepped forward, Stormbreaker crackling. Identify yourselves. Why have you come to our realm? Goku scratched his head. Honestly, I'm not sure. 1 minute we were training. Next minute, there was this weird light, and now we're here. He looked around with obvious interest. This place feels different. The energy is strange. Vegeta scoffed. Enough talk. I can sense warriors here. Strong ones. His eyes fixed on Thor. You, the one with the hammer. You're the strongest. Thor's grip tightened. And what of it? Vegeta smiled. It wasn't friendly. I want to test myself against you. Perhaps we should discuss this peacefully, Strange suggested, though his hands remained ready. Dimensional travel can be disorienting. There's no need for conflict. Piccolo studied Strange carefully. You use magic. I can feel it. Different from Ki, but similar principles. Strange raised an eyebrow. Ki, life energy, Piccolo explained. The foundation of our power. Goku's eyes had found Hulk. The Saiyan's smile widened. Wow, you're huge. And that energy inside you, it's not Ki, but it's definitely powerful. This is exciting. Hulk growled. Hulk not like being stared at. Sorry, Goku laughed. I just love meeting strong fighters. The tension might have dissolved there, might have become something peaceful. But Vegeta had no patience for diplomacy. Enough, the Saiyan prince said. I didn't come here to talk. He attacked. Thor barely raised Stormbreaker in time. The impact shattered windows for 3 blocks. Shockwaves rippled outward, throwing cars and debris in every direction. Thor's boots carved trenches in the concrete as he was pushed backward, arms straining against impossible force. Vegeta's fist pressed against the axe blade, blue aura blazing. Not bad, Vegeta admitted. You're stronger than you look. Thor roared, lightning exploding outward. The blast should have incinerated everything within a mile. Vegeta flew through it, energy crackling harmlessly around him, and drove a knee into Thor's ribs. The God of Thunder launched upward, crashing through a building, emerging from the other side, trailing smoke and debris. He caught himself mid-air, wiping blood from his lip. You hit hard, stranger, Thor said, eyes glowing with divine power. But I am Thor Odinson. I've fought beings that devour stars. Then show me, Vegeta replied. They clashed again and again. Each impact created new craters, new destruction, new proof that these weren't ordinary warriors. Thor's lightning met Vegeta's Ki in explosive collisions. Stormbreaker carved glowing arcs, while Vegeta's fists broke the sound barrier repeatedly. Meanwhile, Goku watched with barely contained excitement. This is amazing, he breathed. Vegeta's really going all out. Iron Man floated beside him, weapons aimed. Your friend is destroying my city. Goku looked genuinely apologetic. Sorry about that. Vegeta gets excited during fights. He doesn't mean to cause damage. He's literally throwing buildings at Thor. Yeah, he does that. Tony opened fire. Every weapon in his arsenal unleashed at once. Missiles, repulsor beams, concentrated energy blasts. The barrage was overwhelming, enough firepower to level a small country. Goku didn't move. The attacks hit him directly, explosions engulfing his body, smoke and fire obscuring everything. Tony allowed himself a moment of satisfaction. Then Goku stepped out of the smoke, completely unharmed. That tickled, Goku said, still smiling. Your technology is really advanced, but it's not quite enough. He appeared in front of Tony instantly. No warning, no visible movement. Just suddenly there. His finger tapped Tony's chest plate lightly. The armor caved inward. Tony rocketed backward, crashing through multiple buildings before skidding to a stop in a parking garage. Warning lights flooded his display. Friday damage report. Chest plate compromised. Multiple systems offline. Sir, that single tap contained more force than anything in our records. Tony pushed himself up, armor sparking. Great, we're fighting gods. Technically, sir, they appear to be mortal. Just extraordinarily powerful mortals. Not helping Friday. Hulk had seen enough. The green giant leaped across the city, fists raised, targeting Goku with planet-crushing force. His roar shook buildings. His shadow blocked the sun. Goku looked up with genuine delight. Finally, They collided mid-air. The shockwave flattened 6 city blocks. Windows shattered across Manhattan. Car alarms triggered in waves spreading outward. The impact created a crater visible from space. Hulk and Goku landed in the center, both grinning. "You strong," Hulk admitted. Hulk like strong. "You too." Goku laughed. "Your power keeps growing. I can feel it. The angrier you get, the stronger you become. That's incredible." They fought like natural disasters given form. Hulk's fists moved with world-breaking force. Goku's technique was perfect, each dodge precise, each counter calculated. They traded blows that cracked the earth beneath them, creating fissures that spread for miles. Hulk grew stronger with every hit. His rage built, muscles expanding, power multiplying. Most opponents wilted under this escalation. Goku matched it effortlessly. "More." Goku shouted. "Give me more." Piccolo watched from a distance, arms crossed. Beside him, Captain America and Black Widow had taken defensive positions. "Your friend seems to be enjoying himself," Steve observed. "Goku always enjoys fighting," Piccolo replied. "It's his greatest strength and his biggest flaw." "And you? Are you here to fight too?" Piccolo studied the super soldier carefully. "I'm here because Goku is here. Whether we fight depends on your people." Natasha's hand rested on her weapon. "We don't start fights. We finish them." Piccolo almost smiled. "Good. I respect that." Above them, Thor and Vegeta continued their battle. Lightning scarred the sky. Energy blasts tore holes in clouds. The two warriors pushed each other higher and higher, leaving destruction in their wake. Thor was bleeding now. So was Vegeta. Neither stopped. Dr. Strange had been analyzing the situation carefully. These beings used energy differently than anything he'd encountered. Not magic, not technology, not cosmic power as he understood it. Something else entirely. Something that flowed from within them like breath. Wanda floated beside him, eyes tracking the battles below. "They're not evil," she said quietly. "I can sense their intentions. They don't want to conquer. They want to fight." "That doesn't make them safe," Strange replied. "Look at the destruction." Wanda nodded. "We need to end this before it escalates further." She descended toward Gohan. The young Saiyan had been watching the fights with quiet intensity. Unlike Goku's obvious excitement or Vegeta's cold aggression, Gohan seemed thoughtful, measured. He noticed Wanda approaching and turned to face her. "You have interesting power," Gohan said. "It's not ki. Something else. Reality manipulation." Wanda's eyes glowed brighter. "Something like that." She struck first. Reality bent around Gohan. Gravity reversed. Space folded. The very laws of physics rewrote themselves, trying to contain him in an impossible prison. Gohan's aura flared golden. The reality warp shattered. Wanda staggered, blood trickling from her nose. The feedback was intense, like pushing against something that refused to acknowledge her power. "That's impressive," Gohan admitted. "You can change reality itself. But power like mine, it doesn't follow your rules." He moved. Wanda barely raised a shield in time. The impact sent her flying, crimson energy crackling wildly. Strange caught her with a spell, pulling her back to safety. He broke through reality manipulation. Wanda gasped. "That shouldn't be possible." Strange's eyes narrowed. "Then we need a different approach." He opened portals. Dozens of them. Hundreds. Each one leading to a different dimension, a different trap, a different prison. Gohan found himself surrounded by doorways to infinite possibilities, each one designed to contain him forever. Gohan studied the portals calmly. Clever. He raised his hand. Energy gathered, compressed, concentrated into a single point of blinding light. But not enough. The blast erased every portal simultaneously. The dimensional doorways collapsed, reality snapping back into place with violent force. Strange was thrown backward, barely maintaining consciousness. Gohan landed softly, power settling. "You're both strong," he said. "Really strong. In our universe, you'd be considered elite. But you're fighting Saiyans. We break limits for fun." The battle had spread across the entire city. Craters marked every major intersection. Buildings leaned at impossible angles. Fires burned without control. The sound of combat echoed constantly, explosions and impacts blending into continuous thunder. Thor and Vegeta had reached new heights. Literally, their fight had moved beyond the atmosphere, visible from Earth as streaks of light clashing among stars. Each collision created new constellations of energy, brief and brilliant. Vegeta's blue aura had intensified. His power was climbing, pushing past limits, breaking through ceilings. Thor matched him with divine fury, Stormbreaker channeling the power of dying stars. "You're the strongest opponent I've faced in years," Vegeta admitted. "Most beings crumble before I reach half power." Thor laughed, blood on his teeth. "And you are worthy, truly worthy." They clashed again, the impact visible from 3 planets away. On Earth, Goku and Hulk had stopped fighting, not because either was exhausted, because they'd reached an understanding. Hulk sat on a pile of rubble, breathing hard but grinning. Goku sat across from him, equally happy. "You get stronger when you're angry," Goku said. "That's really cool. But there's a limit, right? Eventually, your body can't handle more rage." Hulk considered this. Hulk always angry, always more. Maybe, but anger isn't the only way to get stronger. Goku's eyes sparkled. What if you trained? What if you learned to control that power instead of letting it control you? Hulk stared at him. No one had ever suggested that before. Everyone wanted to contain the Hulk, suppress him, eliminate him. No one had ever suggested helping him grow. Hulk could be stronger? Way stronger, Goku promised. "I'll show you sometime." Tony landed nearby, armor battered but functional. "Are you two bonding?" "He's really cool," Goku said happily. "I like him." Tony stared, then sighed. "Of course you do." Strange gathered the Avengers. What remained of them, anyway? Everyone was injured. Everyone was exhausted. The Z fighters had proven themselves overwhelming, not through cruelty, but through pure, undeniable power. "We can't win this through force," Strange said. "They're simply stronger, all of them." "Then what do we do?" Steve asked. Wanda spoke quietly. "We talk." Everyone turned to her. "They're not evil," she continued. "I've been inside Gohan's mind briefly, before he pushed me out. He's kind. They all are, in their way. Even the angry one. They're warriors, yes, but not conquerors." "They destroyed half of Manhattan," Tony pointed out. "So did we, fighting Ultron, and the Chitauri, and Thanos." Wanda met his eyes. "Sometimes destruction isn't intention, it's consequence." Strange considered this. "You're suggesting diplomacy. I'm suggesting understanding." Wanda looked at the sky, where Thor and Vegeta still battled. "They came here by accident. They don't want our world. They want challenge, competition, growth. And if we offer that peacefully, then maybe we all survive. And maybe," Wanda smiled slightly, "maybe we learn something." Goku called Vegeta down. It took effort. Vegeta was enjoying himself immensely, and Thor wasn't backing down either. But eventually, both warriors descended, landing among their respective teams. Thor was bleeding from a dozen wounds. His armor was cracked. Stormbreaker flickered with unstable energy. But he was smiling. "A worthy opponent," Thor declared. "I have not been pushed this hard since Thanos." Vegeta's armor was equally damaged. Bruises marked his face, but his eyes held respect, not hatred. "You're strong, Asgardian. Stronger than I expected from this universe." "My name is Thor." "I know. I'll remember it." Dr. Strange stepped forward, hands raised peacefully. "We don't need to continue this. None of us want destruction. Let's talk instead." Goku brightened. "That sounds great. I was hoping we could do that." Piccolo nodded approvingly. Finally, some sense. They gathered in the ruins of what had been Central Park. 2 teams, 2 universes, sitting across from each other amid craters and fallen trees. The contrast was almost absurd. Gods and Saiyans, super soldiers and Namekians, sharing space like old friends. Strange explained what he understood about the dimensional breach. Piccolo contributed his own analysis. Together, they pieced together what had happened. Our universes are bleeding into each other, Strange said. The breach won't close naturally. We need to seal it from both sides. And if we don't, Steve asked, both realities collapse. Everything ends. Silence followed. Goku scratched his head. Well, that's bad. How do we fix it? Strange and Piccolo exchanged glances. For a moment, magic and ki seemed almost compatible. Together, Strange said, we fix it together. The plan was complex, but achievable. Strange would anchor the breach from this side, using the Eye of Agamotto to stabilize time around the wound in reality. Wanda would reinforce the dimensional barriers, her chaos magic providing raw power. From the other side, Piccolo and Gohan would generate concentrated ki, pushing against the breach, sealing it shut. Goku and Vegeta would provide backup power if needed. Thor and Hulk would guard the process. Any interference from either universe needed to be prevented. This is insane, Tony muttered, running calculations. You're asking us to trust people who just demolished our city. They're asking the same thing, Natasha pointed out. We weren't exactly welcoming. We shot at them. And they didn't kill anyone. Steve's voice was calm. That matters. They had the power to destroy us completely. They held back. Tony fell silent. It was true. For all the destruction, there had been no deaths. No deliberate cruelty. Just warriors testing themselves. The work began. Strange and Wanda took positions at the breach point. Energy swirled around them, magic and chaos blending into something new. Across the dimensional gap, Piccolo and Gohan generated ki, pushing against the wound. The breach resisted. Reality screamed as two universes fought against healing. Strange's veins glowed with magical strain. Wanda's nose bled freely. Piccolo's muscles trembled under impossible pressure. More power. Strange shouted. Goku stepped forward. His aura shifted, silver replacing gold. Ultra instinct awakening. Pure, perfect energy flowed from him, adding to the effort. Vegeta joined him, blue aura blazing. Pride set aside for necessity. Thor raised Stormbreaker, channeling Asgardian power into the mix. Lightning merged with magic merged with ki. Hulk roared, his rage becoming fuel rather than destruction. The breach began closing, slowly, painfully, inch by impossible inch. Reality healed itself. The wound sealed. The bleeding stopped. Two universes separated once more. When it ended, everyone collapsed. The breach was sealed, but a small window remained. Enough for conversation, for goodbyes, for promises. Goku stood at the edge, smiling at the Avengers. That was fun, really fun. I hope we can do it again sometime. Tony laughed despite himself. Maybe without the property damage? No promises, Vegeta said dryly. Thor stepped forward, extending his hand toward Vegeta. You are a worthy warrior, Princess Saiyan. Should you ever return, I would welcome a rematch. Vegeta clasped his arm. Count on it, Asgardian. Hulk approached Goku. Hulk will train. Like you said. Goku's smile widened. When you do, you'll be incredible. I can't wait to see it. Strange and Piccolo exchanged nods. No words needed. Mutual respect between masters of different arts. Wanda looked at Gohan. You're kind, she said. Despite your power. That's rare. Gohan smiled gently. So are you. Your power could corrupt anyone, but you fight to protect. That's worth more than any strength. Steve stepped forward, shield lowered. We started badly, but you helped us save both our worlds. That makes you allies in my book. Goku extended his hand. Friends, maybe. Steve shook it. Friends. The window began closing. Until next time. Goku called, waving. Until next time, Thor echoed. The breach sealed completely. Two universes separated once more, each returning to normal. But nothing was really normal anymore. Both teams had glimpsed something beyond their understanding. Power they couldn't match. Allies they couldn't forget. Possibilities they couldn't ignore. On Earth 616, the Avengers rebuilt Manhattan. Tony upgraded his armor, incorporating new energy theories based on what he'd observed. Thor trained harder, pushing himself toward limits he'd never considered before. Hulk began meditating, learning control rather than suppression. Strange studied key theory, finding parallels with magic he'd never noticed. Wanda smiled more often. Something about meeting Gohan had reminded her that power didn't have to mean tragedy. In the Dragon Ball universe, the Z Fighters returned to training, but something had changed. They'd met heroes who didn't rely on ki, who used technology, magic, divine power, and sheer determination. Different paths to the same goal. They were strong, Vegeta admitted one evening. Differently strong, but worthy. Goku nodded, staring at the stars. I hope we see them again. Why? Goku smiled. Because next time, I want to fight Thor myself. Vegeta laughed. Actually laughed. And somewhere between dimensions, reality healed. Carrying memories of the day, two universes collided. Not in conquest, not in destruction, in understanding. The clash of Dragon Ball versus Marvel Avengers would be remembered not for who won or lost, but for what both sides learned. True strength isn't just power. It's knowing when to stop fighting and when to start listening. The end.